been out collecting the beautiful elderflower blooms this evening. Wow, they smell absolutely gorgeous. Such a beautiful smell of summer. And now's the time to get them because they're in full bloom. They don't bloom for very long. Wow, they're absolutely gorgeous. Like I say, they don't bloom for very long. So you need to get them now before the rain comes, because then they start to go off and they smell horrible. But at the moment, that is like British summertime in an umbel. Wow. As you can see, the elder tree is just behind me. When I was picking the blooms, I also picked a leaf to show you. This is actually one leaf. These are leaflets. So there are 5 of them on a elderflower stem, and they've got this oval shape with toothed edges. They're quite distinctive. So that's the kind of leaf you need to be looking for. But the biggest telltale sign are the beautiful flowers with the umbel shapes. They've got tiny little clusters of flowers, and each flower has 5 little petals on it. So they're very distinctive. They smell absolutely beautiful. You can't miss them. So when you find these growing on a tree with this type of leaf, and you see this kind of tree, that's the elder tree. And they have these beautiful elder flowers. And come late summer, early autumn, all these little flowers, or a lot of them, will become elderberries. So they turn into these beautiful dark, deep, purpley red berries. And they're really good for you. They're full of vitamin C, and you can make them into syrups and all kinds of things. So I'll be doing that later on in the year. And you can make them into things that will keep the colds at bay throughout the winter seasons. So it's funny how nature provides just what you need at the right time of year. So this is just right for summertime. So you can make it into cordial. So in this hot weather we're having, you can make yourself a nice, beautiful smelling and tasting summer drink. Okay, I'm going to get these home and I'm going to show you how to make some beautiful elderflower cordial. I'm just around the other side now, next to the elder tree. I wanted to show you a few of its features. So here we are. Let me just spin this around. So there's the umbels, and the branches, they're very fragile on an elder. They snap very easily. Here's some dead wood, and look how easy it snaps off. It's known for being fragile because it's such a fast growing tree, and this has got lots of lichens on it. If you actually squeeze the bark, it feels a lot like cork. It's quite soft and squidgy, so that's quite distinctive, and it's this pale, light greyish brown colour. So they are the distinguishing features. It's quite a gnarly looking little tree, but it's beautiful. It has these wonderful umbel flowers that give us the great berries in the autumn time. Just arrived home. Let's get inside into the kitchen to turn these lovely elderflower blooms, still smelling delightful, into some cordial. I'm heading to my local beekeepers to collect some honey as I've run out, so that I can make the elderflower cordial. So come with me and I'll go and get it. I won't take you with me onto their property, obviously, that's their personal house. So just heading this way. Very lucky to have this wonderful local honey that I've just walked 5 minutes to collect. So let's go home and make the elderflower cordial with it. I've returned home with my lovely local honey to pop into the cordial that I'm going to make. So I have everything ready that you need to make the elderflower cordial. My lovely blooms, some unwaxed lemons, honey as I say. So to do this, very straightforward and simple. You just take your umbels and cut off the flower blooms into a large pan. So one like this that you can fit all the flowers into. So you just chop away until they're all in there. once you have all your blooms in the pan, on to the next step. So take one of your unwaxed lemons, any lemon will do, but unwaxed are better for this, I think. That's up to you. So you cut it into slices and pop that in your mix. I'm going to add my lovely honey to it as well. I'm not going to use it all, I'm going to use about 2/3. It's up to you, depending on how sweet you want your cordial to be, how much you add. So this is going in. A bit more. I would say that, maybe more. Oh, what a shame. It's dribbled on the glass. Oh. So that's about as much as I would recommend using, but like I say, sweeten to taste as you wish. With water, add some water now. I'm going to use around 1.5 litres. So for the water, I would recommend using 1.5 litres. Let's pop that in. Touch more for luck. Looks so pretty. Look at that. I need to boil this up now. So heat up the water. When it comes to a rolling boil, pop the lid on, turn it down to a simmer, and let it sort of go for about half an hour. And when it cools down, I will decant it into my little bottles that I have ready. So I'll be back. It's beginning to bubble. We'll let all those wonderful flavours infuse, the lemon, the honey and the elderflowers, to make a beautiful tasting fresh elderflower cordial. So one more moment, then I will turn it down to a simmer and let that stay on the stove for about half an hour. Just pop the lid on and turn the temperature down. Half an hour's time will be ready. I just need to leave it to cool. It's cooled down now enough for the next step. So I'm just going to pass the fluid through a sieve into the bowl. Using the back of a spoon, it's good to squish the extra floral goodness into the fluid as well. So you have more flavoursome cordial. Get all that elderflower goodness out. Almost. So squish it into your cordial. And with the lemon juices. There we go, that's that. Now I need to pour this into the jug so that I can decant it. My little bottles with Elderflower cordial written on there and today's date. So I'm just going to pour the syrup in, the cordial. Okay, there's one. There we have it. Some wonderful elderflower cordial all ready for summertime. I'm going to make myself a lovely drink with some sparkling water and ice and sit in the garden having a nice drink of summer. Here we have the elderflower cordial. It's absolutely beautiful. Bottoms up. Always a pleasure, never a chore.